obsessed. That is the word that most described me during my high school wrestling career. My family, especially my brother Chad, can attest to this, as every night when he rounded the corner to his room, I was ready in a wrestling stance to meet him. I watched flow wrestling before bed every night, dreamt of super ducking Coach Robert, constantly dragged my dad out onto the mat to practice new moves, paced back and forth in front of the mirror, picturing myself on the state championship mat. You get the point. Needless to say, I was obsessed with wrestling and with the goals I wanted to achieve. I felt as if I had put in the necessary work to achieve these goals. However, junior year I experienced a major disappointment not qualifying for state. I succumbed to nerves, which was an ongoing struggle throughout my career, and lost a few matches that I know I should have won. I was always held back by this issue, getting sick before basically every match and feeling unsatisfied after many wins as well as losses. In the off-season after my junior year, I really dedicated myself to getting rid of my nerves and having the correct mindset for senior year. After a great off-season of physical and mental preparation, I was prepared to dominate my senior year. In a preseason match at Edwardsville, I finally overcame my nerves and wrestled arguably the best match of my life. Afterwards, my dad came up to me and said, "Trent, if that's the last match you ever wrestle, I would be fine with that, because it's the best I've ever seen you, because I've never seen you wrestle a more impressive match in my life." Well, that actually did happen to be the last match I ever wrestled. After my concussion, I always thought I would be coming back in 2 weeks. Every visit to the doctor was the same. Just give it 2 more weeks and you should feel better. But that time never came. Ask my calculus teacher, she can show you with that. As time went on, I finally began to grasp the reality of the situation, that I would not be able to compete. And the lessons taught by Coach and my parents finally became real to me. Wrestling is about the process, not about the results. And ultimately, no matter how much we wish they are, the outcomes aren't up to us. All you can do is follow the process and trust what God plans to happen will happen. If given the opportunity to start wrestling all over again, knowing that I wouldn't qualify my junior year and I would miss my senior year, I would say yes in a heartbeat. The relationships formed will last a lifetime, and the skills that have been instilled in me have prepared me for the rest of my life. Regardless of whatever I did or didn't accomplish that I wished I had, I'm the man that I am today because of the sport of wrestling, and no injury or setback will ever take that away. In fact, I believe that my senior year has taught me much more than any year I was on the mat. I'm proud to have been a part of this group of guys. I'm incredibly thankful for Coach Mueisen, who's taught us to rely on the truth in all situations. I'll carry that lesson with me for the rest of my life. I'm sure that all of your parents are great, but I'll put mine up against anyone in the world. They've been there for me every step of the way, whether it was mat side screaming, crush them, squeeze them, kill them, Mom, or by my side in the doctor's office, reminding me of my worth outside of wrestling. My parents have been my rock. Finally, I'd like to encourage every wrestler who will be competing next year to fully engage in every step of the process. The ups, downs, the off-season training, post-season gaining. It's all worth it. The process is what it's all about, and that lesson will stay with you for the rest of your life. Thank you, guys.